All right, you older guys out there, I got a wake-up call for you. You think just because you're older, you've got this magical charm that makes younger women swoon? Newsflash, that's a bunch of nonsense. If anything, your misguided beliefs and outdated behavior are sending them running for the hills. So, pay attention, because I'm about to expose the top 4 mistakes that you're making that scare younger women away. Get ready to face the truth, break those misconceptions, and actually learn what it takes to attract those beautiful ladies. Mistake 1, staring too much. Now let's dive into the first deadly mistake that you're making, staring too much. You might think that you're showing appreciation, but trust me, you're creeping her out. Staring can come off as intrusive and downright predatory. No one wants to feel like they're being hunted or analyzed, especially not a young woman just trying to enjoy her time. Think about it. When you're staring, you're not engaging. You're just observing from a distance like a creepy stalker, and it's not a good look. It's like you're trying to send telepathic messages, but instead of impressing her with your mind-reading skills, you're just making her want to escape the vicinity as quickly as she can. If you want to make a good impression, learn to make natural eye contact. Practice this by looking into her eyes when you're talking or listening, and then casually glance away every few seconds. Keep it casual, relaxed. You don't want to keep your gaze too intense. Remember, you're not a vampire, you're not trying to hypnotize her. Maintaining a balance between eye contact and looking away shows that you're confident and genuinely interested in her, while still respecting her personal space. If you're in a group setting, spread your attention evenly across the room. Let her notice that you're there without making her feel like she's under surveillance. Mistake 2, looking unhygienic. The second mistake you're making as an older guy trying to impress younger women is looking unhygienic. Yes, I said it. You might look like a walking health hazard. And the last thing she wants is a health hazard of a partner. Just because you have a few more years under your belt doesn't mean you get a pass on basic hygiene and grooming. In fact, it actually makes it more crucial. Yeah, Thomas, this guy I knew, was the embodiment of a mistake number 2. He had this terrible habit of neglecting his hygiene, and it caused him a world of trouble when it came to attracting younger women. Thomas was often seen wearing the same worn-out clothes, and he rarely groomed himself. His hair was greasy, and his beard looked like it hadn't been touched in weeks. It wasn't just the way he looked either. His smell was unbearable. It seemed as if he hadn't discovered the magical existence of a deodorant. Despite being a genuinely nice guy, Thomas couldn't understand why he couldn't attract the attention of younger women. They were always turned off by his appearance, and they would avoid him at all costs. As much as Thomas tried to engage them in conversation, it did not take long for them to find an excuse to not be having a conversation with him. Ask yourself these questions. Do you look like you just crawled out of bed? Does your hair resemble a bird's nest? Are you rocking an unkempt beard that looks like it houses a family of squirrels? If you answered yes to any of these, you need a little bit of an overhaul. No, scratch that, a serious overhaul. And don't get me started on odor. Nobody, especially a younger woman, wants to be near somebody who smells like they haven't showered in days. First impressions are vital, so invest time and effort into your appearance. Shower daily, use deodorant, and groom yourself. Comb your hair, trim your facial hair, wear clean, ironed-out clothes, wear spandex, whatever makes you comfortable. Get a haircut that suits your face and your age. No one wants to see a balding guy sport a teenage hairstyle. It's like seeing a hefty girl wear clothing that's too tight. It's not right. It's time to embrace your maturity and look the part. And remember, looking good doesn't mean trying to dress like a 20-year-old. Dressing age appropriately is essential, and it'll showcase your confidence in who you are. Just make sure you look sharp, clean, well-groomed, because that's what's going to make a lasting impression. So, get your act together and start looking the part. Don't let poor hygiene be the reason that she runs for the hills. Listen. By watching these videos, I know you aren't one of those losers who think they already know everything. Even if you've only watched one video on this channel, you still clicked on it, and that shows that you have a fire inside of you to start improving. You already showed the willpower. The only thing you need is a path. I've put down 10 modules which you can see as ladders. Every module or ladder will exactly explain to you step by step how to get to the top. From achieving peak masculinity, advanced testosterone optimization, getting women, mastering the game of exchanging value, to actual money-making methods, and even more. I have literally laid the groundwork for you to become jacked, attractive, rich, and of high social status. You don't lack motivation. You just lack the knowledge and trust in the path that you're taking. You can continue messing around in the never-ending cycle of taking paths that lead to nothing, or click the link in the description down below. Mistake number 3, aggressive smiling and laughing. The third mistake you're making that scares younger women away is having an aggressive approach to smiling and laughing. Sure, showing your pearly old whites can be attractive, but there's a fine line between a warm, genuine smile and a creepy, intense grin. If your smile's always on display, regardless of the situation, it becomes disingenuous and borderline creepy. No woman, young or old, wants to be around someone who seems fake or insincere. What about your laugh? You might think that having a boisterous, loud laugh will show your sense of humor and attract younger women, but again, there's a difference between a hearty, genuine laugh and a forced, obnoxious, obviously fake one. Exaggerating your laughter can be off-putting and even intimidating. And if you're focusing on exaggerating your laughter, then you're not focusing on what's funny. Trust me, she doesn't want to be with a guy who sounds like he's laughing at his own jokes just to fill the silence. Instead, aim for a neutral, natural, authentic smile and laugh. Be genuinely present in the conversation and just let your emotions and reactions come organically, again, from what's being talked about. Listen to her, engage with her, and let your own smile and your own laughter flow when it's warranted. If it feels natural, there's nothing better. You don't have to force a laugh just to seem like the life of the party. She'll appreciate the sincerity and the genuine connection much more than a fake, aggressive display of emotions. Aggressively laughing is a funny sentiment in general, but yeah. So, ditch the aggressive smiling and laughing. Focus on being authentic, being a you. Be genuine in those interactions and she'll notice the difference. It'll make you stand out from the sea of fake, overbearing older guys who are just trying too hard to impress her. Mistake 4, making the conversation way too sexual, way too quick. The final mistake that you're making scaring younger women away is turning the conversation sexual too quickly. Look, I get it. You might feel an intense attraction to her and think that just showing off your sexual prowess will impress her. But trust me, diving headfirst into explicit topics ain't the way to anybody's heart. Any woman's heart. In fact, it'll most likely make her feel uncomfortable and question your intentions. Being an older guy, you should have learned by now that building a genuine connection with somebody takes time, effort, and emotional investment. A young woman isn't just going to throw herself at you because you're talking about sex. She wants to know that you genuinely care about who she is, what she's interested in, and that you can be a supportive, positive force in her life. And you won't be able to accomplish that if you're constantly making lewd comments or steering the conversation towards the bedroom. Instead, focus on building a genuine, non-sexual connection first. Show her that you're genuinely interested in getting to know her, her dreams, her passions, her fears. Be patient and let that sexual chemistry develop naturally. By doing this, not only will you demonstrate that you have more to offer than just your bedroom skills, but you'll also establish a foundation of trust and emotional intimacy that's crucial for a lasting, meaningful relationship. So, resist the urge to make the conversation overtly sexual from the get-go, and focus on building a connection that lets that sexual tension build naturally over time. Oddly enough, caring and just being a nice, charismatic, like, hey, how's it going, can be equally sexy, as actually much sexier than somebody just being like, hey, yeah, I want to spread your legs open like a taco. Remember, younger women are looking for more than just a guy who's good in bed. They want a man who genuinely cares for them and is willing to invest time and effort into building a relationship that's real. It's truly special. All right, let's cut the crap and get down to business, right? If you want to avoid scaring younger women away, you need to stop making these rookie mistakes. No one cares if you're older. It doesn't automatically make you attractive. You gotta step up your game and prove that you're worth their time. You know what I mean? You a worthwhile kind of homie. Ditch the creepy staring, take care of your hygiene, and stop with the over-the-top laughter and smiling, and for the love of God, don't make the conversation sexual right off the bat. It's not classy, it's creepy, nobody wants it, and it's a surefire way to get rejected. If you want to succeed with younger women, you need to show them that you're more than just a desperate older guy trying to get some young tail. Your age and experience might give you an edge, but only if you know how to play your cards right. Don't get caught up in your little ego. Instead, focus on making a genuine connection and showing them why they should give you a chance.